vciso-au Cyberwatch, July 25, 2025. Strategic Cybersecurity Intelligence Brief, powered by vciso-au. Stay informed, stay prepared, stay secure. Ensure your cybersecurity program is both proactive and verifiable. By Anil Yelamati, ANZ Ransomware Victims, None Sonic Wall SMA 100. Critical flaw exploited by overstep malware. Sonic Wall patched CVE 2025-40599, a critical file upload flaw in SMA 100 series, CVSS 9.1. The bug allows authenticated attackers with admin access to upload arbitrary files. Successful exploitation can lead to remote code execution, RCE. Sonic Wall urges immediate upgrade to 10.2.2.1 90SV or higher to fix the flaw. The flaw was weaponized by threat actor UNC648 via overstep malware. Overstep includes a rootkit and backdoor to enable data theft and extortion. UNC6148 likely exploited OTP seeds and reused credentials to bypass defenses. Logs were selectively deleted to prevent forensic analysis. Google's GTIG links this activity to prior Abyss v Society ransomware overlaps. One affected organization was listed on the World Leaks site in June 2025. vciso-au recommendation: apply patches immediately to all SMA appliances. Implement OTP rotation policies and detect admin abuse patterns. Monitor for file uploads to management interfaces and block unverified plugin activity with WAF or network segmentation. AWS Client VPN for Windows Privilege Escalation Flaw. A design flaw in AWS. Client VPN for Windows lets attackers escalate privileges. The installer uses a fixed path to fetch an OpenSSL config from c.usri. Attackers can place malicious code in this location for privilege escalation. When an admin runs the installer, the code executes with system access. This can lead to malware installation, system changes, and data exposure. The flaw impacts versions 4.1.0 to 5.2.1, only on Windows platforms. Linux and macOS versions are unaffected by the vulnerability. No CVE was assigned at the time of reporting, but AWS is expected to patch. The issue is local, but impactful in shared environments with low privilege users. Security researchers warn this may be exploited in post-compromise scenarios. vciso-au recommendation: restrict write access to system paths and validate all installation binaries. Avoid predictable config file locations and enforce signed software execution policies via Windows Defender Application Control, WDAC, or App Locker. Hackers breach TopTal GitHub and spread malicious NPM packages. Hackers breached TopTal's GitHub to publish 10 malware-laden NPM packages. The packages were modified versions of the open-source Picasso library. Malicious scripts in package.json stole GitHub tokens and wiped host machines. Affected packages included a TopTal, Picasso, and Axine, Core. Roughly 5,000 downloads occurred before the breach was detected. The malware used pre-install and post-install hooks to activate payloads. TopTal's developer tools were compromised, affecting open-source users. Attackers impersonated official TopTal accounts, making packages seem legitimate. Source code modifications in GitHub aligned with package publishing. This breach highlights the danger of compromised CI/CD and developer trust chains. vciso-au recommendation: implement GitHub SSO, enforce MFA, and use code signing for package release. Validate integrity of package.json and audit dependencies continuously. Harden CI/CD pipelines with credential scanning and publish approval workflows. No name 05716. Hacktivist group hits. 3,700 devices with DDoS attacks. No name 05716. A pro-Russian hacktivist group launched 3,700 plus DDoS attacks. Targets include European governments and public services supporting Ukraine. Their DDoSire platform uses volunteers to flood systems with HTTP junk traffic. Attack activity spikes align with geopolitical flashpoints. Tiered C2 infrastructure rotates every 9 days for resilience. ACL-protected Tier 2 servers block unauthorized upstream connections. Peak targeting occurs during Russian business hours, suggesting regional coordination. Ukraine absorbed 29% of all attacks, with France, Italy, and Sweden also hit. The group avoids US targets despite its support for Ukraine. Government, logistics, and tech media sectors are primary victims. vciso-au recommendation: deploy application layer DDoS protection and geofencing. Use CDN and WAF solutions to absorb traffic surges. Build layered incident response strategies with rapid failover and synthetic monitoring. Metasploit exploit for SharePoint. Zero-day enables RCE. A Metasploit module now exploits SharePoint deserialization flaws. CVE 2025-49704-49706. Attackers can run arbitrary code via a single unauthenticated HTTP request. The primary endpoint is layouts, 15, toolpane, ASPX, but alternatives exist. The exploit delivers meter-preter payloads and achieves system privileges. Some environments using forms-based authentication are more vulnerable. Even patched systems may be at risk due to bypass techniques. SharePoint Server 2019 installations, running version 16.0.10417.2027, are confirmed vulnerable. The exploit lowers the technical barrier for criminal operations. This affects document management systems across many enterprises. Scope of affected SharePoint versions is still under investigation. vciso-au recommendation: harden SharePoint by disabling deserialization features where possible. Regularly patch and conduct authenticated security testing. Monitor for suspicious payload requests to SharePoint endpoints using behavioral anomaly tools. WordPress Mu plugin, backdoor grants, stealth admin. Access. A stealth backdoor was found in the Mu plugins folder on WordPress sites. Mu plugins run automatically and aren't visible in the standard admin panel. The malware used a hidden wp-index.php loader script to fetch next-stage payloads. Payloads are stored in the database under .hdra core in obfuscated form. ROT13 cipher masked the remote URL of the second-stage malware. Attackers maintain persistent admin access without raising alerts. The plugin must be manually removed as it bypasses deactivation routes. The infection was discovered by Securitybite during a web security audit. The exploit abuses WordPress's auto-activation of MU plugins by default. Threat actors gain long-term access, ideal for content injection and defacement. vciso-au recommendation: audit MU plugins directories regularly. Set file integrity monitoring for WP content and WP options. Restrict file write access and disable unused plugin folders. Implement WAF rules tailored for WordPress admin actions. Ransomware exposure list. Last 24 hours, United States New American funding. Financial services, Entech engineering, energy sector, Tester Heck, Tester and White, legal services, law firm, Donler Construction, construction industry, Columbia Lintz Commercial, cable and satellite, media, telecom. Final note from vciso-au. Australia and New Zealand remain relatively untouched this week, but the global threat landscape continues to shift. Critical infrastructure, software supply chains, and endpoint security are under siege. Ensure your cybersecurity program is both proactive and verifiable. By Anil Yelamati.